Hi guys, Super Cameraman here. DAFUQ gave me an exclusive information about the future episodes of Skibidi Toilet. A few hours ago, I asked him to share with us about his future plans. DAFUQ agreed, and so I decided to make a video for you where we will talk about what will be in the full version of episode 77, specifically how many additional scenes there will be. We'll talk about season 25, and at the end, you'll find out the release date of the new episode. And before we start, I'm asking you very strongly to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. It will give me a very strong motivation to make more new and exclusive videos for you. Well, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about the full 77th episode. I will remind you that the first part of episode 77 was released on August 11th, and the final part was released on October 27th. So episode 77 was the longest episode in terms of waiting, because we watched this episode for more than 2 months. Not for nothing. This episode is on DAFUQ's list of the hottest episodes, but luckily episode 78 will be a passing episode and not so important to the plot, as this episode was not on the DAFUQ list. So the next episode won't have to wait for a few years. And as for the full episode, it is no secret that there should be at least one additional scene, with the continuation of the ending of part 4. DAFUQ warned us about this in advance in the description under this episode, as well as after the publication of 4-part 77 episode, DAFUQ shared with us the information. Here is a quote.
The thing is, I didn't include the craziest part in the full episode. I had planned to have it already in part 4, but I didn't finish the last part completely, so it'll come out in the full episode.
DAFUQ said that there will be a continuation with madness in the full video. Most likely, DAFUQ by the word madness, he meant the plot twist that he talked about earlier in his interviews. Namely, when you asked your questions in DAFUQ Discord server. And here are some questions about episode 77, where DAFUQ says that he is concerned about episode 77, 80, and 90. And also here is a question that there will be some plot twist in episode 77. As we have learned so far, there was no plot twist in episode 77 for 4 parts, so we should expect that only in the full version. I, of course, remembered this, and so I asked DAFUQ about what will be in the full episode and how many additional scenes there will be. DAFUQ didn't want to talk about this plot twist until the end, and only said that there will be one very important scene in the full version. It turns out that we should expect only one new scene in the full episode, and by the way, I have information that the extra scene will be at least from 2 minutes. This information was from the admin of DAFUQ. Unfortunately, DAFUQ didn't say anything more about the full version, but he did say the number of additional scenes in season 25 and the release date of the full episode. But before we discuss all this, I suggest us to analyze what plot twist will be waiting for us and why DAFUQ called episode 77 crazy. As we know, there was only one extra scene in episode 77 so far, and it was released after the 3rd part of episode 77 on September 28th. Remember these dates, we will talk about it at the end of the video. So, in the extra scene, we are shown TV Man Titan on the secret meringue of TV Man agents. As we can see, TV Man for some reason is constantly watching the cameramen, and all their actions are recorded on the base. After showing the screen, the TV Mans were talking about something, and we managed to hear part of the conversation where Titan says, "This is not enough. They have lost their leadership and are marching to their death. Are we just going to stay here and watch them die?" Here Titan was referring to the cameraman squad that tried to attack the Astro toilets without any plan, and the fact that they have no leader. He meant Plunger Woman because she was teleported by TV Woman, thus saving her from that big Astro toilet. The TV Man scientist then responds to the Titan, "In order to make progress, we need sacrifices. Before we fight, we need better samples for upgrades," to which TV Man Titan angrily replies, "You're dumb. Staying here won't get us anything of value." To which TV Man scientist says, "Speaker Man has been preparing his armada all this time. They can handle it. As soon as you go outside, the Astros will put their best fighters on you." As we already know, TV Man Titan didn't listen to the scientist and teleported to the battlefield, where it happened just like the scientist said. But the thing is that TV Man Titan didn't just teleport outside. Before he did that, Titan said his last phrase to the scientist's answer, namely, "This is the plan. It turns out the plan of the TV man was to buy time for something or someone. We've been missing the speaker man for several episodes now, and according to the scientist, the speaker man have been preparing their armada all along, and the scientist thinks they should be able to handle the astro toilets. I don't know why the scientist thinks so, but I think the scientist is just discouraging the TV man Titan from this battle. As we know that in the history of the Skibidi virus, not a single TV man agent has been hurt in this battle, as any of these agents are able to simply teleport at the most dangerous moment for their lives. But still, TV man Titan didn't listen to the scientist and said he had some plan. I think TV man Titan's plan was to buy time for G-Man, since we don't know what G-Man and Titan agreed on after episode 74. After all, neither of them were around until episode 77. If TV man Titan had such a plan, then why didn't scientist TV man want Titan to join the fight? I think the scientists just wanted Speaker Man and Cameraman to fight instead, and they would just collect trophies from the astro toilets to create new technology. Still, I think TV man Titan will regret not listening to TV man Scientist. After all, throughout the series, TV man Scientist tolerated Titan TV man because Titan often violated the scientist's orders. I have already made a video about Titan's TV man fake, but what I am about to tell you now is not exactly what I was talking about earlier. It seems to me that because of not following orders, the TV man Scientist will simply retire Titan TV man and create another Titan TV man who will be many times better than the old one. The new TV man Titan will be fully equipped with astro toilet technology, and most importantly, he will follow all the orders of the Scientist TV man. We will learn about it in the continuation of the fourth part of the 77th episode, when the Titan and the operator will be teleported to the base of the TV man. The TV men will immediately notice a stranger in their base, and it will be the cameraman who has been recording the whole 77th episode on his camera. And when TV man Titan sees the new Titan, he won't like the fact that they want to replace him. I don't know what will happen next, but Cameraman's memory will be wiped because the TV man base must be secret. The crazy theory might be that the TV man destroyed Titan's speaker man and made a JBL speaker out of it, and now they listen to music on the base, but that's probably not going to happen. What do you think? What crazy plot twists should we expect in the full 77 episode? The full episode has been dealt with, and now let's talk about season 25, because my next question was about the new season. DAFUQ Boom told me that he is planning some important scenes in season 25, meaning there will be a minimum of 2 new scenes and a maximum of 5. You may remember at the beginning of this video I talked about the release dates of parts of episode 77. Well, after the release of the third part, DAFUQ published an additional scene that we discussed above. This scene was published 6 days after the third part, and the duration of the scene was about 1 minute. That is, DAFUQ is currently able to create 1-minute animation in 6 days maximum, and for a 5 to 7 minute episode, DAFUQ will need about 4 weeks. But about the release date of the full 77 episode, DAFUQ said that he will publish earlier, namely next week, because when I asked him about the release date, he said that, quote,
The full episode will probably come out sometime next week, but I'm not promising anything.
That's how he commented on the release date of the full 77 episode. And while the full 77 episode is coming out, I recommend you to watch my other videos. I'd be very happy if you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm a super cameraman, and we'll see you in the next videos. Bye.